Many residents believe the council is divided after the recent recall attempt. You are elected representatives of the people. If elected, what will you do to end the discord and promote the town council working together for the good of Oro Valley residents?
1 minute. I think it's very unfortunate that circumstances arise that cause residents to initiate a recall. That is part of our governmental process. It's part of the rights of the people to do that. Whether or not that recall action succeeds or not is up to the will of the people. I frankly, it's over as far as I'm concerned. I don't feel that we have that great of a divide. If another council member is promoting that or feels that, then what we need to do possibly is just talk about it. So I really, I think the recall issue is over. It's, again, up to the will of the people. The people spoke, and we go forward. You know, Oro Valley's had a history of being a recall haven, and so I don't think you're ever going to stop it. Just part of the process.
You know, I don't think there's this discord that everybody seems to think there is. I really don't feel that. We do business of the town. We do the business of the town. When you see us up there, that's what we're doing. We did some statistical stuff about the famous 4-3 votes, et cetera, et cetera. The 15 4-3 votes, a couple of those on the budget, some of them having to do with some zoning issues. Out of that, I think 158 votes over that period in time. 99 of them were 7-0 votes. I mean, a good idea is a good idea. Are you going to see some personalities come out on the dais? Absolutely. If you didn't, what would you expect? That everybody's just going to sit there, nod their heads, be bobbleheads? There's nothing wrong with a lively exchange about what you feel. I think that you people expect that from us. I don't think you want us to sit there like lumps. You want to hear what we think. That's what we do when we do business in public. And that's the whole point of a council, is to do business in public, air what we think, and come to a conclusion. And frankly, I think we've done it as a group, all 7 of us, very well. Thank you.
Well, in my opinion, there is discord. You can't have 3 council members very active in trying to recall another one in the papers, out on the streets, and not have discord. You're breaking the relationship of the people that way. It never will really heal. And also, when you're discussing issues, you do not attack people, you discuss the issues. And one of the problems we have is attacking people rather than discussing issues. So how could I do anything? Well, if I'm elected, I'm the odd man in. And I can ask for discussion. And I'm not going with either. I'm not married to any particular faction. When the things are logical or the laws have to be enforced, we're all together. If we have differences, let's talk about them. Let's not attack each other, but let's get the best opinion of all 7 members of the council. We voted as citizens to have 7 people up there contributing. And when you start cutting out people, and it doesn't help.
Okay, I think the question went to what would we do about the discord that currently is in place. I've drawn my business life. Basically, I like energetic discussion of issues, and I shouldn't say like, I purposely seek alternate opinions. And when people feel strongly, and if you care enough, you feel strongly, you're going to have emotion, but you need to do the hard job of listening. Then the other thing that you have to do is spend enough time on consensus of the vision. Where do you want to get to? And then you make decisions based on the business case versus personalities or trying to make political points. You can always say, wait a minute, does this take us true north? If that's where we want to be in a couple of years, and it becomes a business decision. Aggressive discussion of it, I love. Poking in the eye for the sake of making a point, I don't. That's a waste of our people's time, whether they're our community or whether it's the volunteers that serve on the council.
And my answer is going to come at it from my seat, which is the mayor's seat, which is a lot different than the council seat. So in this particular instance, the way government is set up only works when all 7 of us follow the process. It doesn't work if 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or whoever decides to not follow the process. So an incident happened that was sat on for about 8 months, and when it gets to my desk, I'm the guy in charge that's supposed to help enforce the rules, the processes, and the pathways. And so when it gets to my desk and it's as serious and egregious as it was, which was verified by an independent third party, what am I supposed to do? So because the process, we have no sanctions, unfortunately, against each other, and that's why you see elected officials run amok. There are 0 sanctions that we can take on each other, and all we can do is bring it to the light. And my only mandate, was it right or was it wrong? And I defend principles, it doesn't matter who the individual is.
I'd first like to mention that the word discord means disagreement. There's nothing wrong with that. Democracy is a clash of ideas. It has always been that. It still is. It is untrue that sitting council people organize any recall. I've been through 3 of them in my short life as a politician, and it's very disturbing. However, as Joe mentioned, I looked also, 99 votes with this council were 7-0. So despite all the political turmoil, the tumultuous exchange of ideas, we've gotten the job done in Oro Valley. That's what we were elected to do, and that's what happened.